You had one job movie to make January itself again, but you came out 2 days late, and the month turned out to be halfway decent. Winchester is a new would-be horror movie directed by the Spierig brothers, who recently brought us Jigsaw. This movie is about a real mansion that is allegedly haunted and is now a tourist attraction. In 1906, the owner of the house, Sarah Winchester, portrayed by Helen Mirren, is having the mansion built to conceal vengeful spirits of people killed with rifles manufactured by her deceased husband. The Winchester Company think that she's mentally unstable, so they hire a doctor played by Jason Clarke to inspect her. And this leads to a lot of boring dialogue and a lot of that. Winchester may be the #1 cure for insomnia this year. It bored me to tears. Most of it is Sarah explaining to the doctor how the ghosts think, what they want, etc. These tedious scenes are punctuated with moments of the doctor wandering around the house, seeing something supernatural, and getting the wits scared out of him. It's all that on repeat until the climax where the house shakes and the ghosts go into full attack mode. And sometimes you'll see a boy with whiteout eyes. Yeah, the movie uses that image like it's the scare of the century, the same way that Ouija Origin of Evil did. Every single jump scare in this movie is completely unoriginal and effortless to anticipate. Is there a jump scare when someone looks through an ajar door? Yep. Are there false scares involving a normal fella suddenly walking around a corner? You know it. Is there a jump scare when someone turns a mirror? You bet your life there is. And not only that, but they do it twice within 30 seconds, as if the first time wasn't predictable enough. All the attempts at scares are so obvious and so mundane that after about a half an hour, I got so bored that my face just kind of morphed into Jeffrey Dallas's. Even some of the attempts at scares are completely out of place. Early in the movie, the doctor is being shown these sound holes, I can't remember exactly what they're called, where you can shout into them, and it would echo in a completely different part of the mansion. So you think that this invention is going to have a big role later in the movie, but instead, just 5, maybe 10 minutes later, the doctor thinks he hears something, so he calls into one of the holes, listens closely for a response, and then a ghost finger reaches out of the hole inches away from his head, with him being unaware. And nothing happens. He just leaves after getting no response. What was the point of that? And what was the ghost trying to do anyway? Was it the Bye-Bye Man haunting that house too? The cinematography is not the worst. The camera movements are fine. I could easily see them working in a much better horror movie. But the lighting is really drab. When a scene takes place outside during daytime, it doesn't look like daytime. Not daytime in a world that isn't the Matrix, anyway. In the end, this movie has no shred of original thought, it's groan-worthy when it tries to be scary, and is overall just pointless. Some decent acting from Clarke and Mirren isn't nearly enough to elevate this movie above the painfully predictable jump scare fest that it is. 25% for Winchester. That's a wrap, thank you for watching, I hope you found this review helpful. Like if you liked, subscribe for more. This is Pop Culture, I'm Alex Pop.